Good evening, class. I am jumping on real quick just to introduce you to the plastic bottle. As you can see, I did start my sketch. It didn't come out the prettiest, but that's perfectly fine. I'm going to work on this one tomorrow or Monday in class with you all. But what we'll do today is we will start over with a new sketch. So I'm going to name my assignment basic model bottle. I'm going to start a new sketch on my front plane with my front view. Okay. With that, it is business as usual. We will be looking at our dimensions here. Our largest dimension is about 7 inches, 6.75, and we're going to start on our origin. So we're just going to start with a straight line going straight up. We're going to make that about 6, almost 7, yep, 6.75. Let's say around within. Now we have our frame of reference. We're going to go over, down. There's actually a little lip here if you haven't seen it, to the top of the bottle. Make sure that all of these are together. See those constraints. And you're going to go down a little bit for the neck of the bottle. Yes, it's not this extreme, but again, we're just trying to get as close as we can to the shape, and then we're going to add dimensions. And I'm going to do this one a little faster because you can see the progression of how long we've been working in on shape. We're going to set this arc here. Okay. Zoom out. Set that arc about there. I'm going to set another arc for the bottle inside. It's a little concave. Okay. Then we're going to look to make a straight line. I'm going to look to make a straight line down. You want that to be snapped so that it is perpendicular. We'll go back to our 3-point arc. We're going to add 3, 1, 2, 3, 3-point arcs. I'm going to have that come down to this straight line here at the bottom. Okay, 3-point arcs. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one curving out, one curving in, and one curving down to the straight line. Simple enough, right? Not the prettiest bottle. It's okay. It's got the general shape of the bottle, and now we're going to go back and add our dimensions. Remember, also with your curves, you have dimensions of where that point is, the height. Okay, let's do the first line, which is just the overall 6.75 height. So dimensions is going to be 6.75. Okay, from there we're going to start adding in our curves and our dimensions. What's going on? So with this, we're going to give a dimension to our curve. Okay, that's going to be 3.45, 3.45. It's going to throw some things out of whack. That's okay. We're going to fix it. We're going to add this dimension from here to the bottom line. We're going to make that 3.625. 3.625. Okay. Now, with that, we can come up, watch me, with this arc. We can click this edge and we can drag it back. Okay, we can do that. Now, this is a little weird, but we can move this right about here. What's throwing you off now about this top part here is that this piece, we need to move this. Oh, that needs to stay here. This needs to stay. Nope, not even to stay right here. Oh, I see. I think it's that this piece needs to come down. Oh. Okay, to be honest, I'm a little confused myself about this top. So what we're going to do, instead, I'm going to delete this top. Let me start over. Perfectly fine. That happens sometimes in sketches as well. I go. Now we did get this shape here. We'll make sure that we're in our sketch. We're actually going to delete these top lines. And I got the little loading bar here, so unfortunately the school's Wi-Fi is not the best. But you saw that we could grab this point, this node, N-O-I-D-E node, and we're able to pull it down and we're able to structure that a bit. We do the same thing on the bottom here. I can click and drag this node up, and then I'll be able to change that shape. So let me just pause my recording while this is loading. All right, thank you for your patience, class. This did come back up. Yes, it is very annoying with the Wi-Fi, but this is looking a lot closer, right? So if we zoom in, we'll be able to do a straight line. Oh, there we go. We'll do a straight line down. We're going to add that little bit of indentation from the bottom. We're going to go straight down. Okay, looks a lot better, right? As well as this, we're able to bring this in a little closer. I'm going to also change this dimension here. So this dimension should be about 0.875. Okay. And then we'll also be able to change this height about there, right? Now I'm moving a lot of these manually just so that you can see that you can add the structures, but I'm also going to add the actual height with the dimension. So this height here is going to be about 3.875, 3.875. Now if I lose you, I'm just looking right here. This height, 3.875, right? And I'm going to come down and fix this bottom. And, again, this is going to curve. It's going to alter shape in order to add and change dimensions. Also, this is going to be about half of this. Oh, one thing I did forget, center line. We do need to make this a center line. So we're going to click the line. Let me click construction. Where's construction? There we go. Construction. Do want to add a center line because we will be revolving this, right? Then I also need to add my dimension here. And this is a full dimension of 2.1 right here, 2.125. I will be sure to point out the dimensions to you as well. Getting a little closer, right? Now we're going to do the bottom part. If we're able to do the curves, I feel like you will have more confidence in seeing exactly where this is. Yeah, I am moving this up, moving this up, moving this up as well. Doesn't make this a little bit of a bubble, but we're going to move that in, and we're kind of getting closer, right? Getting closer to what we wanted to do. So let's look at these arcs. So to make this arc here 1.25, and now let's make that a lot bigger. That's not what we want. We're also going to make this arc. Here we go. This is going to be about 1 inch high. You see it right there. That's 1 inch. That whole piece right there is actually part of this arc. And now it's hard to tell. That is 1 inch tall. Okay? Don't worry, we can still alter and change it. And here, this is going to be 0.5. So this bottom arc right here, that's actually supposed to be 0.5. We'll what we can do, we can change here, we can change here. Oh, you see, you got that, and we also can change this. You see, it's coming together. You see, it's coming together. It's a little bit of a challenge, kind of working backwards there, but it retains that shape. We're kind of moving it into place. This is a challenging piece, is because yes, all of these work together. They also affect each other. This dimension right here is going to be like 5. It's also a fun piece to work with. You can see different changes that you're making. I'm just moving this around to make it as close to this as possible. Right now, we can leave that there for now. That's not exactly where we want it, but it's close enough. All right. I do want to point out, you see that 2x? That means that 1 and 2, these are both the same, 0.875. Okay, so we're going to click that dimension one more time. We're going to make this, oh, let me make sure I'm clicking the line there. There we go. That's going to be 0.875. Okay, didn't really change much. It's already looking about the same. This, I'm going to bring it in a bit. Oh, I think I'm going to have a loading issue here. Let's see if I can get it up. There it goes. Bring that in a bit. And we do want to secure that height. This height here, that corner is 6.039. So dimension, click that corner, click this height. This is going to be 6.039. 6.039 right here. Again, this is a challenging part. We're working up the rigor, we're working up how we work on these parts. Also, this and this arc are both going to be 3.875. So I'm going to click that arc right there, that node, and that's going to be 3.875. Same thing, 3.875. You see it taking shape. Now, the easiest part that we're going to be working with now is the bottom bottle. Doesn't seem like it's really done, but it's close. We're going to move on up to the top. We're going to be dimensioning this. This is probably going to be the easiest part. I want to knock out the more difficult part with you all. Got about 2 minutes, perfect. And we were able to knock out the most difficult part. Doing the top of the bottle in a square shape. It's pretty straightforward and basic. So grab dimension, click the top here, move over. Oh, let me show you how we're going to do that. If I click this side, dimension, I click this side, and I click this one, this middle part here, that center line, and move past the center line. Then we'll get that full dimension there, that full dimension there. And that's going to be 0.65. Okay. Now I do want to make this as well, so I'm going to click here. I'm going to also click and make that 0.65, just so that it's all 0.65. It's all evened up. Okay. I'm going to look here. This is saying that from the I'll zoom in so that you can get real close to seeing exactly what it's talking about, right? This 0.5 is from the top of this bottle, this top here, the top part, 0.5. Click, click. That's going to be 0.5. Okay. Now that bottom part, I know that it's kind of switched. If I grab this line, I'll be able to move it down here. And you see that? Really, what it's just showing that the line switched. It pushed one line past it. I can click that line. I can drag it down. You got it. Okay. And we're getting a little more advanced, but you're used to it. We're here. You're more than capable. We're gonna make that distance 0.8.